Good afternoon, everyone. Great to see you. Lisa Goodman, Regional Vice President for Mercer Advisors. What I thought I'd do today is, Justin already gave me a very nice introduction. I wanted to expand a little further on me personally and how I started in the financial industry, and then I'm going to dive into more about Mercer Advisors. A little bit about my background, as Justin already mentioned. I've been in the financial services industry for over 2 decades and really have moved along, starting at Merrill through the large money management firm Brandis Investment Partners, and then finding Riley Financial Advisors, which was bought out by Creative at the end of last year. And Riley Financial Advisors is really what got me to Orange County. And I was really excited to be back in the wealth management field because I'm really passionate about the field. And the reason is, when I was younger, my mom was going through a very, very challenging time. And she was the first in her generation to go to college and succeed in college. She got married, she worked very hard, and then went through a very challenging divorce. And within the divorce, she ended up with no retirement. And as far as she knew, the man always handled the finances. Therefore, she was devastated. She'd worked so hard, raised 2 children, and now she thought she was going to have to work for the rest of her life. And so it was me working alongside my mom and helping her put together a plan so that she could work towards retirement and could retire. I'm very happy to say she is actually retiring finally at the end of this year. And that just really what we went through, that process, and being able to help others like my mom is why I do what I do. And when I found Riley Financial Advisors, which is a fiduciary, and Mercer Advisors is a fiduciary as well. And when I started my career, I started at a Merrill Lynch, and they are set to a different standard. They're set to what's called a suitability standard, whereas other registered investment advisors are set to a fiduciary standard. And how I always like to define, how do I know what's the difference? And when you're set to a suitability standard, let's say you have 2 mutual funds you can invest in, and they're both a growth and income. And let's say you come to me and you say, oh, I'm looking for a growth and income mutual fund. That's what I need. Well, if I'm set to a suitability standard, then I can sell you the mutual fund that's going to be suitable for you because it's growth and income, but it might be higher fees because I'm getting compensated a little bit more. But if I'm set to a fiduciary standard, then that means what's going to be in the best interest of the client. It's going to be the mutual fund that's suitable for them, but also the one with the lowest fees. And that's how I like to explain the difference between suitability standard and a fiduciary standard. And for me, it was just really important to work for a fiduciary because my focus is on my clients, on client experience. What's in the best interest of my clients? It's not, okay, I've got to sell this product to my client today or this product to my client today. It's based on service and relationship. And that's one of the reasons that I do what I do, and I'm passionate about it, and I love doing what I do. And I was very excited to find Mercer Advisors because their values really aligned with my values. And now I'm going to jump in and share with you a little bit more about Mercer. Sometimes when I have it up for too long, it freezes. So Mercer, Mercer was founded in 1985, and they actually were one of the first fiduciaries to offer wealth management, this full service wealth management. And when you say full service wealth management, what does that mean? There's so many different advisors out there and wealth management firms, and how we like to define it is anything and everything that has to do with your money or that has a dollar sign on it. We want to help you. We want to be your first contact to help you answer those decisions, whether it's should I buy or lease a car, or I'd like to give some money to my children. How do I go about doing that? And we've been around, as I'd mentioned, since 1985, but we have over 55 offices. Now that's grown to 70 offices. What I love about that is Mercer's a national firm, but a very boutique feel. I cover both San Diego and Orange County, and we have an office located in Newport Beach and an office located in Newport in San Diego. And what we're finding today, and I'm sure you know this as well, is we have a lot of people moving out of California. And so we're able to, when everyone's moving out of California, we're able to still help our clients and say, that's okay, you're moving to Texas, we have an office in Texas, we can set you up with an advisor there. My dad was actually excited to move to Mercer because he lives in the middle of nowhere in Montana. He travels to Spokane, Washington quite frequently, and we have an office in Spokane, Washington. He's 80, he wants to meet his advisor. He likes going in there. Oh, this week I'm gonna make a trip, we're gonna go ride bikes and I get to meet with my advisor. And you find that a lot of the population, especially at 80s and above, they like to meet in person. And I thought that was a very interesting statistic, is that the fastest growing population is age group is 85 and up. And so that's why having an advisor available is so important. We have almost $40 billion of assets under management and over 20,000 clients nationwide. And one of the numbers very important to me is that almost 50% of our client-facing employees are women. And as you know, in the financial industry, that is pretty rare. We actually have a whole section just focused on women in wealth called Invest First. So we do seminars, and there's just a plethora of resources that a lot of our female clients can come and just say, I'm suddenly single, I'm getting divorced, I'm widowed, how can you help me? And it's just great that we're able to offer resources for all of those clients. Yeah.
What is it, enter?
Down.
Okay.
Oops, I think that's, okay. Now, as far as our wealth management capabilities, so we take a holistic approach. And what that means is we combine financial planning is actually in the middle, and then on the outside, we encompass all the other areas of your finance. So a lot of times you have your CPA over here, your estate planning attorney over here, corporate trustee, insurance. We don't sell insurance. I partner with someone like Kathleen to find the best insurance, but we will review insurance, and it's an important part of the financial plan. So we put the financial plan in the middle because that's really the key to your whole financial picture. We want to know, what are your goals? What are your objectives? I know last year when I did this presentation, I had everybody do an exercise where you close your eyes and kind of envision, where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, in retirement? Who you're spending time with? What are you doing? Because now people in retirement, they are going back to school, they're getting educated, they're traveling, they're spending time with their family. And so retirement, you want to be able to have the funds to do what you enjoy doing the most. And so that's why it's really the foundation to everything that we do, because we want our clients to be able to do what they want to do in retirement and let us worry about the financial piece. And so it's those clients that really just want that holistic approach. A lot of times it's people that are nearing retirement because they're trying to figure out when they should retire, or it's for people when they are retired and just really trying to get all those different pieces in place and wanting to grow their wealth in retirement.
Next.
Yes, thank you. And so investments is an area where we have a lot of robust services, and have 6 different offerings, and I'm not going to go into all these offerings because I think I would put everybody to sleep. But we use scientifically designed portfolios. I'm not sure if anyone has heard of factor investing before. Yeah, I didn't think so. And so factor investing has been around for over a decade, and it was actually created by a couple of individuals called Fama and French, and they created these models. And I'm sure all of you have heard of exchange traded funds or passive investing, right? Passive investing is when you're buying essentially the market, the S&P 500 ETF or the Dow Jones ETF. Then on the other side, you have what's called active management, where you are buying individual stocks and bonds, and there's a lot of movement going on, or can be going on in the portfolio, but they're actively managing your portfolio. And in the middle is this, what we call factor investing. And it's been scientifically proven to provide better results than both passive and active investing. And so that's what we do. And what you're essentially trying to do when you're investing your portfolio is maximize return and reduce risk. And so this type of investing, it really looks at not only fundamental characteristics, but also macro factors as well, such as interest rate, inflation, what's going on there. And so it's able to incorporate that into the portfolio. So you have, let's say, value stocks, which that's where you buy stocks at a discount. They have momentum stocks, that's your Facebook, right? Your Netflix, all those kind of hot stocks that everyone wants to invest in. And then you have your big blue chip stocks that have just been around for a really long time. And then you have size type stocks. So this is medium size stocks, small stocks. Some examples of those are, let's say, Starbucks in the 1970s when it was small, the New York Times, Dick's Sporting Goods. So it focuses on diversifying your portfolios. And we believe that when you diversify your portfolios, then that's going to set you up for better long-term returns. And so we have designed portfolios for that. We have, I don't know if you've heard of socially responsible portfolios, and that's your impact investing, which is very popular right now. And you can focus on investing in women, or you can focus on investing in environmentally friendly securities. And so we have alternatives as well. So it really gives you a whole bucket of resources that we can offer. And with that, thank you. I'm gonna end it with, who are the best clients for us? It's really those who are nearing retirement, in retirement, families that need help consolidating, simplifying. They need that holistic approach, taxes, estate, insurance, investments, all in one package. And then we also work with medical professionals, which was actually how we were founded. And with that, I'm gonna open it up to any questions that you all may have. Thank you.